What is going on, YouTube? This is Lawrence over at Mighty Comics Collectibles, and welcome back to another video. You guys got asked for it, and now you guys are getting it. I'm turning this thing into a weekly series. We're here for Cop or Drop. If you guys are not familiar with this video, what I do is I take one book that I'd be definitely buying right now. I go over the pricing, letting you guys know that, hey, this is a book I want to own right now. And of course, I'm going to tell you one book that I am selling, that I am dropping. We're going to go over the prices of that too, see why I want to sell it, why if you own a copy, I think now is a good time to sell. But before we get started in this video, guys, like always, if you are not a current subscriber of the channel and have been digging my content, I want you to go ahead and click the subscribe button for me now, because it does help the channel out. And of course, I want you to smash that like button because it does help the algorithm, right? That's what we're here for. We're here to grow this channel so I can bring you awesome content going forward. Of course, turn on the notification bell because it does let you guys know when I post new videos. So I've decided that I'm going to start doing Copper Drop every Tuesday, and of course, members of the channel will always get it a bit early as well. So if you're not a member, click that join button for me because you will enjoy it. Trust me, and I do send out 3 to 5 comics a month via my newsletter that I think that everyone should be buying right now. So we're going to get into Copper Drop. And like I said, there's going to be 2 books that we're going to talk about. I started last week. If you guys haven't checked out episode 1, I will leave a link at the end of this video. Check out episode 1. It was awesome. I got a lot of great feedback. But for today, we're going to start with the drop. I started with the cop last week. Let's start with the drop today. And the drop for today is, guess what? A copy of Nova #1. Some people out there in the community may be pissed off at me for saying this, but guess what? If you own a copy of Nova #1 right now, you definitely should be selling this book, and I'm going to tell you why. They've been talking about this character coming to the MCU or Disney Plus literally for the past 5 or 6 years, and we still haven't seen this character show up. There are rumors out there right now that he's going to either get his own project for Disney Plus or possibly appear in a future, MCU movie that is coming up. I'm hearing it's going to be his own project, so I'm not too sure about that, but the book has gone up over the past couple of weeks, and now I think is a great time to sell. You guys heard me talk about this book on the Hot 10 list, how I'd be selling, I wouldn't be buying it. And I also stated that I'd be buying this book in a 9.6 or a 9.8 only. It is a Bronze Age key, I believe. I think it was 1976, if my memory serves me correctly. Again, Nova is an awesome character, but he's also a tertiary character. I really thought they should have brought him in Infinity War. They didn't do it. So I heard there were rumors they're supposed to be in Thor Ragnarok. Didn't happen. So I'm not too sure what they have planned for this character going forward. I do think he'll show up, and they're getting a kind of a bounce now. But if you are hunting this book or you already own this book, now is the perfect time to sell. So we're going to jump in here to the numbers, like I said, and talk about where it's gone over the past couple of years and where it is now. So I'm going to throw this up here. Like I said, a lot of people ask me where I get these numbers from. It is GPAanalysis.com. What they do is they track eBay sales of all different types of grades of certain books. A really great resource if you guys don't mind the fee for the year. I don't know what the fee is. Regardless, it is a really great utility to have. So I'm going to jump in here. In 2020, a copy of Nova #1, the average for the year was $201 in a 9.4 grade. I didn't take 9.6 or 9.8. I figured the 9.4 was a better book that I should go through with the numbers. You're going to see why a little bit later. But in 2020, $201, a total of 129 sales. In 2021, when the market kind of boomed, we saw last week how most of the books doubled that we talked about. Here, we only had a modest increase of about, what is it, $100, just under $100 for 2021. So granted, it went up like all books went up, but we didn't get this sizable gain that we got in some of the bigger books for the year. The 12-month rolling average for the year was $363, so it's still increase in value, which is nice. And of course, the 90-day average, the past 90 days, is $390. And the last sale, of course, was down $340 in April 2022. So this month, we're starting to see this book spike because of the rumors, but I have a feeling this is going to drop right back down once, the rumors pass and we actually get the movie or the show or whatever it's going to be. So keep that in mind. You can kind of see the graph, how it's kind of steadily gone up over the past, since 2002, 2008, 2014, 2022, constantly going up. So we're going to get another dip. It's starting to go down a little bit right now. Again, I talked about this book in the Hot 10 list. I said there's a lot of copies out there. That's why I want to own it in a 9.6 or a 9.8. So right now, guys, you are buying a copy of this book for, let's say, 90-day average of $390. Again, for a really super duper high grade copy, $390. I believe the 9.6 average is about $700 if my memory serves me correct. I could be wrong on that. Regardless, $390, almost $400. I think now is the perfect time to drop this book. So if you're still hunting for this book, great. It's an awesome book to have in your collection, but not for financial reasons, right? You want to go towards the bigger books. You want to go towards the investment books. And that leads me to my cop for the week, right? The cop for the week is a book I always talk about, one of my favorite covers of all time. A book that I just recently picked up a second copy of and added to my collection. If you guys haven't checked out, I went to the King Con about a month and a half ago, picked up a copy of this book. It is a copy of Silver Surfer number 4, this classic John Buscema cover, okay? I absolutely love this cover, one of my all-time faves between Thor, Silver Surfer, over the Bifrost. Just an awesome, beautiful cover. One of the best that's ever been done. So why am I saying that this book is a cop right now? Why am I going to say go out and buy this book? Not because I just bought my second copy, because one, the Silver Surfer is still going to show up in the MCU. It's still going to happen. Fantastic Four number 48 is dropping in price right now. So you could definitely, if you can afford that book, I definitely take that book over this one. But this is a nice alternative. We're going to go into the pricing a little bit. Again, I'm going to throw it up on the screen. 2020, the average for this book, and a 4.0 grade. It is a Silver Age key, guys, so you can get the lower grades. I always say if you can get in a 4.0 range for a Silver Age book, it really is the nice sweet spot, in my opinion. 4.0 in 2020 would have run you $340. So in 2021, when the boom happened, that book, like I said, doubled in price, went up to $758 average over 2021, which was awesome. Just like the other books from the first episode, they doubled in value roughly. The 12-month rolling average was about $847, and now the 90-day average dropped down to $800 on the nose. So a little bit of a decrease over the past 90 days, but there only has been 2 sales in those 90 days. So you got to keep that in mind. How many people are buying this book and how many people are selling it? Only 2 sales at this grade on eBay. So keep that in mind. Like I said, the last sale, again, was that $800 sale back in February. So if you do have GPA, and maybe I'll update this list next week when I do episode 3 and see if we get another sale in this grade where we can kind of compare. So I may add that to this, copper drop and see, if we get another sale in that grade range that we talk about, where the book is moving. Is it going up or is it going down? But I think this is a great pickup out there right now. For $800, to own a 4.0 copy of this amazing cover, a Silver Age key, a Silver Surfer Thor key, where at some point in the MCU, they're going to fight each other. Once Silver Surfer shows up, it's going to happen. I don't know how they're going to introduce the character, but how awesome would it be for them to reenact this scene on the cover? It would be freaking magical, right, guys? So, to me, this is my cop, right? We're selling Nova number 1. We're buying Silver Surfer number 4. I had a couple people get mad at me over the Hot 10 list when I said that Nova 1 was a sell. Regardless, guys, this is my opinion, so take it for what it's worth, but I think I'm right. And a couple things are adding up that we're going to talk about. One, some of the lower keys, they're not quite doubling from the 2020 to the 2021 average, so keep that in mind. That's kind of something that I'm looking for right now. So if I go to 2020, 2021, and a book has doubled in price, that tells me it's a popular book. People want to own that book. If we haven't got quite that double, you know what? Maybe it's something that you buy in the intermediate term, but kind of look to sell right away. Again, if you haven't owned a Nova number 1 to this point, I'd be selling them out. I wouldn't be looking to buy this book right now. I'd be selling if I own a copy. Get it out of the collection. After he shows up, I'm sure it's going to drop right back down to a more affordable level if you want to keep it in the collection. To me, the Silver Surfer 4, it's a no-brainer. It's a Silver Age book. It's a classic cover. I don't think the storyline is anything to be reimagined, but like I said, I am waiting for this cover to show up in an MCU movie. It's going to be spectacular. So this is my cop or drop for the week, episode 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know down in the comments if you agree with my picks for the week. Like I said, I don't mind the hate either. I like talking comics with the community, so guys, let me know in the comments what you think, because I always appreciate it. One last thing before you go, I'm going to be doing the Thor giveaway statue for the Diamond Select toys. I'm going to do that over the next couple of weeks, so make sure you check out that video. With that said, guys, this is Lawrence over at Mighty Comics Collectibles saying thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon.